I'm back with another video, and today is the 15th day of the Bootiful Nails Challenge, and today's theme is candy corn. So as you can see here, I have already gotten started with making some candy corn decals, and the base on all of my nails here is a gorgeous indie polish from Dainty Digits. It's called Get Outta Here. I will link her her Etsy shop down below. She makes some great holographic polishes. As you can see, this one's almost gone, which makes me so sad. I have to get some more. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful polish. I just love it so, so much. And I'm only going to be doing my left hand in this video because, as you can see, I've gotten some paint on my right hand helping my daughter a few minutes ago. So what I'm going to do is, to make my candy corn, is I am using Uber Chic Plate Halloween-01. And I'm using this really cute candy corn image right here. I'm going to turn the plate sideways just to help with the glare. And I'm going to be stamping with Monadunias Geranium. Because if you go ahead and look at this image here, you can see that the middle part is etched out. So that means that the stamping polish is going to be in that middle part. And as you guys all know, with candy corn, the middle of the candy corn is orange, the bottom is yellow, and the tip is white. So that is why I'm stamping in the orange. And I'm using my Uber Chic stamper and my Born Pretty Store scraper. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick up the image. So there's my image. It came out beautifully. Go ahead and move this out of the way a little bit here. Okay, so after you have picked up your image, you want to take any top coat will do. I'm using at this moment the Sally Hansen's Big Quick Dry top coat. This is a top coat that I had sitting in my drawer that I don't like it, so that's why I use it for making decals and stuff. It shrinks really bad, so that's why I use this. That's why I only use it for decals. So you want to put a thin layer. You don't want it too thick, but if you make it too thin, then you won't be able to pick up your decal when you're done. So not too thick, but not too thin either. So I'm just going to put a thin little layer, make sure I'm covering all of the candy corns here. Okay, so after doing that, I want to give that a couple minutes to let it dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and get out the paints and stuff that we need to fill in our decal, and I'll meet you right back to show you what I did next. Okay, so now my top coat is completely dried on my decal. I have decanted a little bit of yellow acrylic paint out here on a piece of wax paper. I know I usually use polish, but when you're making a bunch of decals like I am, and it's got a lot of spaces like this, you're really better off using acrylic paint if at all possible, because it doesn't dry and get all thick and goopy as fast as polish does. So this is the acrylic paint that I'm using. I don't know exactly where to get it. I do know this is the more expensive acrylic paint. This was in my art tote from years ago, so I couldn't tell you where to get this from. But you can get acrylic paint from anywhere. Michael's, Walmart, anywhere. I know Walmart Apple Barrel acrylic paint is like 88 cents, so it's ridiculously cheap. So I'm just using this little tiny brush here. It's just a little detailer brush I got in a 3-pack from AliExpress. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the yellow paint, not that much though. Let me blob it out a little bit. I'm just going to get a little bit of yellow paint on the end of my brush here, and I'm just going to go through and fill in the bottom of each one of these little triangles here. Just the bottom part, and try to stay in the lines as best as possible. But you want to fill in the whole part too, because once you flip it over, if you've gone outside the lines, you'll be able to see it. And if you haven't filled in the whole thing, then there'll be a hole in the middle, and it'll be noticeable once you put it on the nail. So basically, you're just going to go through, just like I'm doing here, and fill in all of the little triangles, all the triangles. So after you finish that, I'm going to take some white. I have white nail polish because the only white acrylic paint that I have is iridescent. So I'm just using French white cream here. And it's just a plain white nail polish from Wet n Wild. And I'm just going to do the same thing just like I did with the yellow. I'm going to decant a little bit down here on my wax paper. And then I'm going to dip my brush in, which is now clean, and I'm just going to go in and fill in the tops of each one of these triangles. Just like that. So let me go ahead and fill the rest of these in. And after I finish filling them in, I'm going to take my adhesive, my nail foil glue, and I'm going to do this on my pinky to show you guys because I'm going to do something a little different on my ring finger. So, and I'm going to cover my whole pinky nail with this foil glue. So I'm going to finish doing my decal, and once that's dry, and once this is dry, I will meet you guys back and show you how I'm going to apply it. Okay, so now I have finished filling it in. My nail foil glue is dry. So this is the decal, and when you flip it over, it looks all nice and perfect and cute like that. So I'm just going to take the decal off here, and you can trim off that little excess, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'll do that later. So I'm just going to pop it on my nail where I want it. If my tweezers would let go of it. There we go. And you just kind of smooth it out. And stretch it where you need to. Smooth it down where you need to. And I always wait until after it's on my nail to trim the excess off, only because I don't trust myself to leave enough decal. I'm always afraid I'm going to cut too much off. So I'll take some manicure scissors and cut that off before I top coat and clean up. But also, for my ring finger, I'm just going to apply 2 little candy corns, and I did the same thing I did with the rest. I picked up the decal and filled it in, except for instead of filling in the whole decal, I just filled in 2 and then cut them out individually. So I'm just going to take each one of my little guys here, and you got to make sure that you're applying it with the ugly side down. And I'm just going to put them, let's put one right here. And I do have the same adhesive that I put on my pinky on my ring finger. And then I'm going to put one more. Let's put him, let's see. And turn him around a little bit. Put him right there. Just like that. So all you got to do now is top coat. Just like that. Oh, I just realized I didn't trim it. Oh well, I'll trim it now. So after you're done top coating, it'll kind of suck to your nail a little bit. After you do that, you can go ahead and clean up. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will meet you back with the final result. Okay guys, I went ahead and cleaned up and popped on a second top coat, which I always do when I do decals, just to make myself a little more comfortable. I know for sure that they're completely secure. And this is how they look. Cute little candy corns. Look at that hollow. I just love that hollow. There's my thumb. It's a little time consuming, but very easy. You know, each step was very easy. It took a little bit of a long time just because lots of little tiny spaces, but very easy though. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and of course, come back to see me next time. Bye.